This particular talk was inspired by an open letter that our senior product vice president, a guy called Jonathan Rosenberg, wrote. I think it was about 3 weeks ago, about the meaning of open at Google. We believe that the old school, and we've talked a little bit about some of this today, that the closed system will ultimately not win. That the old model where you build proprietary software, you get the customer to buy it, you make sure they don't buy any software from anybody else, and then they pay you the 18% licensing fee and the upgrade fees every year. We believe that that model no longer works, and that we believe that the open model will ultimately win. A lot of it is an anathema to what you would get in an MBA course, which tells you to lock in your customers and squeeze them and bleed them dry for every single penny every single year. Sell them features they don't need. Upgrade your software, even if they don't need it. So that leaves you with the question of what does, in an open world, how do you differentiate yourself? How do you succeed? And we believe that by being a thought leader in the area, by bringing insight and value in the product, and by the speed by which you're innovating, that's the value that we'll bring. And that's the means by which you will drive profit and revenue. Now, we're not doing this altruistically, I'll be very honest with you. We genuinely believe that by the phrase we say is grow the pie. By having more innovation, more products, more users will make the pie bigger, so make the industry bigger. And our share might not get any larger, but even if we have 10% of a $1 billion market, if by innovation the business or the industry goes to 2 billion, if we just keep our 10%, we've doubled our market. So that's the theory and that's the methodology that we bring to the different areas and different products that we think about. And that open creates new industries. It has the power to create whole new sectors of users who are coming in to our industry. So that's why we think about it, and that's why we believe that this is the right answer and the right approach for our products. So the question then becomes, well, how do you do that? So what are the aspects within open systems? So there's two parts of it. Open technology, which I think you've gotten kind of a reasonably good flavor for it. I mean, we'll talk a little bit about open source here. A lot of it is about open standards. So the original internet was built on the TCP/IP protocol. If it had been a proprietary protocol, it's unlikely that the internet would have scaled to where it is today. We at Google believe that we should use standards wherever possible. So our Google Data API is based on the Atom Publishing Protocol. We're working hard on geolocation protocols that are consistent globally. And that we ourselves are very, very, very heavy users and contributors to open source. Just some of the things that people say about open source, it's unsupported. Oh, who am I going to call if I have a problem with open source? Well, other than the motivated, talented, interested people who wrote it in the first place, I mean, other than those people, or the people who came from university who grew up using these products and tools. The support is out there. The other theories are, well, it's expensive to maintain. I bought commercial software. Anyone bought commercial software in their lifetime? Yeah. Yes. I still have several scars from vendors beating me over the head for 18 and 20% maintenance fees. So support is available for open source products. There is no shortage of it. It's generally better quality, and it's generally in a price model that you will want, either per help, per ticket, on a maintenance fee. There's plenty of variety out there. This is my favorite one. Open source is insecure. The tautology is software is insecure because it's written by people. Open source is software, therefore open source is insecure. Proprietary software is also written by people and is insecure. So what I like to say is comparable products in the open source are generally more secure than proprietary products because the individuals who have written them care about the security much more. They don't want to get paged in the middle of the night. They don't want to get filed bugs. They know how to hack the systems. So by and large, open source products are much more secure. And then the last one that we talk about is you don't care about real business needs. Oh, I'm a real business user. Open source is just about consumer fun applications. I was talking to someone about Sugar CRM. Anybody ever heard of Sugar CRM? It's a perfectly good business application. There are perfectly good content management systems out there that are open source. There's not as many supply chain management or account receivable or accounts payable packages, but they're getting there. So I don't believe that any of these statements are true about open source. Some of it is true that open source is, should have long hair and dangerous hippies. Some of that actually is true. In earlier years I actually did have longer hair. I don't have it anymore. So some of the things that I think we've already seen, and I won't go on to this, I think the fact that you're all here, you all get open source, so I won't spend a huge amount of time on this. It is good for you. It is usable and friendly. You've seen that, I think, in copious quantities of detail today. It is fast, both from an application perspective and also from a turnaround perspective. And it's all around you. 90% of your web server, about 65% of all web servers are open source. 90% of DNS queries, 70% of emails all go through open source applications. So it's already all around you.